Hello, everybody. This is Carrie Mighton, and I am the founder of Motivational Speakers TV, and I am so excited about our speaker of the week this week, Gaye O'Brien. And I've known Gaye for a long time, and I actually personally reached out to Gaye to get involved in motivational speakers because of the changes and the contributions she really makes in the world. And one of the reasons, Gaye, I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of the reasons I actually reached out to you is because you're like the quiet achiever. You know, you don't really stick your head out there, and you don't, say I'm the best person in the world and I'm making all these changes. But when you actually share what you've done with people and how you've changed people's lives, it's pretty incredible. And I've kind of drug you out of the woods to make you do this. So I'm really actually very excited to share you today because a lot of people actually haven't heard of you. You're like a little best kept secret in the world. So thank you for stepping out and doing this with me today and making time for us. And I've asked Gaye specifically to present on a few key things that you've actually been asked to bring in and contribute to people. And today Gaye's going to share a little bit about basically how do you get clarity, how do you get direction, and how do you actually set a goal and actually achieve it? Because it's something you've done very well with your clients, and I think it's really a sweet spot that that you've actually been able to crack. So without further ado, Gaye, thank you so much for joining us today and for sharing this great information.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you for your kind words. I really appreciate that. And thank you for welcoming me here to your presentation today. Thanks very much. So today what I'd like to talk about are the 5 keys to super inner success. So I'm going to help you find your flow and empower you in your life. And we all want that, I'm sure, don't we? And also we're going to have a bit of fun today as well. So here we go. So the first key to finding your way in life, and this is actually part of a package that I have that you can actually purchase through my website. And the first key is sense and visualize. So you've got to basically have a sense of what you want and where you want to go. And one way to do that is just to feel your environment, feel it, visualize it, close your eyes and just think, what is it that you want in life? And picture a peaceful scene while you're doing this. So just get comfortable, know that you can do it when you're not going to be disturbed or bothered by other people, and where you can just relax. You might want to play some quiet music and just basically take a little bit of time out and picture a peaceful scene, perhaps at the beach or in the rainforest or by a creek or river, and just get an idea of where you may want to go. And really feel a desire, an expectancy, a belief for what you want. Really believe that you can achieve what you want to achieve. And really think about it. Think about the benefits of being able to have what you want in life. And I'm an NLP practitioner, so one of the things that we do is we anchor that feeling. So with the first 3 fingers of each hand, you can actually anchor that feeling that you have. Once you get that really good feeling of what you want, you can anchor it. And then any time you want to come back to that feeling, you can just touch those 3 fingers together to bring that feeling back. So that's just a little simple technique that you can use to bring back that really important feeling. So that's step 1. Just basically visualize what you want. And if you're not sure, just relax, take time out and close your eyes. And you will find that the more you practice this, the more skill you'll get at being able to do it. And step 2, or key 2, as part of my 5 keys to inner success, is to actually utilize and assess where you are at the moment. So what talents do you have? What passions do you have? What do you like doing? How do you like to spend your time? Observe your emotions. Observe what gets you going. Observe what really makes you tick. And you might like to create or draw or do something do something to relax, and take note of where you are and what you have. The other thing you can do is you can observe your skills. What skills do you currently have? What are your beliefs? What are your values? What is important to you? So your values are the things that are most valuable to you. And there are a lot of different values that you can have. You can have values around your wealth, your health, your work, your family, your relationships, and they actually drive you. Your relationships drive you. So the more you know about your values, the more you'll be able to assess where you are currently at. Now, I have a little talent test that you can use, and you can see that here. You can click on that link and you can take the talent test, and it will give you your strengths, because what we want to really work on are your strengths, not your weaknesses, because your strengths are really your guide. They're your guiding light of where you really want to go. So work on your strengths. So if you take this little test, it'll only take you a few minutes, and it will give you the satisfaction and help you really work out where you're at. When I took it, I really noticed that it was really helpful to me. And there are basically 4 different types. There's a creative type, there's a people person type, there are people that are good with data, and then there's people that are good with timing. So they're the 4 basic areas, and so you'll find out where you fit in. And it's also good to do it with other people in a group situation, and you can see how you all complement one another. So I would suggest that you take the test. Also, what are your knowledge? What's your knowledge like? What's your knowledge base? What do you like learning? What would you like to change? And where are you right now? Step 3, and Carrie alluded to this, is talking about setting goals. Now, it's a good idea to write SMART goals. Now, SMART goals are, and there's five key words there. SMART, S is specific, M is measurable, A is achievable, R is realistic, and T is timed. So if you write the goals using all of those criteria, they will help you to clarify what you really want. So when you write your goals, do it that way, say them every day, and studies show that if you write your goals down, you're much, much, much more likely to achieve them rather than just vaguely thinking about them. The other thing that I use with my clients, which I've found to be very, very helpful, and with myself also, is to create a power script from the goals. And the goals, so the power script can include some very energetic, empowering words that link all the goals together, but they also include some affirmations. So I have some wonderful examples of power scripts if you want to talk to me about that. And you can use a fast manifesting technique, and basically that's just going in, visualizing your goals very quickly and coming out. And you can do that several times a day just to reinforce what you want to achieve. And that way, if you're getting sidetracked on the distractions of the day, you can always just bring yourself back. And that takes practice like anything else. So it's about practicing and bringing yourself back. So that's just setting goals. So Carrie was talking about some of the people that I've worked with, and I have used this system. I've been developing this system for a number of years now, and as I said before, it is now available online, and I've tried it out with lots of different people. I've been working with a local business company for the last few years, and I have used this system with them to help them achieve their goals, to manage their workloads, set up their systems, increase their business, and master overwhelm, which is something that all of us are working with. I helped a nurse to restore her health. She was extremely burnt out, so she was able to get over the get out of her head and just focus on what she wanted rather than just thinking in victim mode. I have helped a visual artist and writer to remove her self-limiting beliefs and become more focused and disciplined. She was staying inside her head and she was just really focusing on what she didn't want, believing that she didn't have the right to achieve or couldn't achieve or shouldn't achieve, and so I helped her overcome that. I worked with a teacher to help him enhance his self-esteem, eliminate phobias and secondary gain. And secondary gain is where you actually get a kick out of being a victim, if you like. So I helped him overcome that. And he also had some phobias as well about different things, such as fear of the outdoors and things like that, which I helped him to overcome as well. And I was able to do that using a number of techniques that I have, a number of NLP techniques, hypnosis, and some of the things I've already talked about. I helped an arborist, that's a person who works with trees, to eliminate anger and overcome overwhelm. So he was a very angry person, so I did a technique, timeline therapy technique, to help him see his anger in perspective and help him realise that it was really burning him up, literally. It was actually affecting his health and his energy level and his relationships. I worked with a public servant to help him connect his values to the workplace and see the importance of what he is contributing, because he felt that what he was doing wasn't important in the workplace. And so we looked at his values, we looked at the workplace values, and we were able to connect the two. And then he was able to realise that he was a valuable contributor to the area that he was working in. I helped a business owner pursue her passion of helping others. She was actually working in a different business and ran a different business, so I actually helped her transition out of her current business into working with children. I helped a long-term housewife find the motivation and courage to get back into the workplace after being out for 20 years. She was so afraid and just felt that she had nothing to offer, so I helped her work through that and gain the confidence to get back. So step 4 is actually looking at energizing and taking inspired action. So it's all very well to set goals, and many people do set goals, but then they don't achieve them. It's like people who set New Year's resolutions but don't actually follow through. So here are some actual steps you can use to make sure that you do keep your goals energized and keep them happening. So you need to have action, traction, and then from that you get attraction. You'll get the goal. As you move towards your goal will move closer to you. So it's a good idea to prioritise and chunk down tasks, seek experts and be accountable to a coach. If you're accountable to another person, it somehow makes you more likely to do something. Even if it's a member of your family or a friend, it does seem to work. Continue improving and see everything not as an error or a mistake, but as a lesson, as a learning. And there are actually no mistakes. They are all learnings. Embrace new ideas, even though sometimes it feels like, well, I don't want to do this. The more you embrace it, the easier it will be. It's using a muscle in your head, a muscle in your brain, just like exercising your body. Be focused and mindful, be on task, play at 100% and take responsibility for your actions. It's very easy to blame others when we don't achieve, but that doesn't help us and it doesn't help them. It's just taking the responsibility outside ourselves. And when we do that, we don't learn the lessons, so we don't actually improve, so we don't actually end up with a better life. The other thing we can do is we can cherish our inner being. Instead of blaming ourselves, upsetting ourselves, hurting ourselves, punishing ourselves, we be thankful for ourselves and we love ourselves. We're all human beings and we all need to love ourselves just as we love others, because it gives us more energy, it makes us feel better, and it helps the world. And establish a routine that works for you with adequate rest, exercise, and nutrition. Establish your boundaries to minimize distractions. Sometimes it's not so easy saying no to people. That's something that some people may have to practice. And when we do that, when we know what our boundaries are, we can actually set them. So that's why step 2 is really important, getting to know yourself, because then you can work out what boundaries you actually need to set. And key 5 is review. And this is really important, and this is quite often a step that I think is probably missed. We go through, we do all this stuff, but we can look at, what have I learned? What do I need to keep doing, start doing, stop doing? And where can I get inspiration from to get to the next level? And what am I grateful for right now? It's very important to have that gratitude and look at what we've done. And quite often we look at the cup half empty. We don't look at the cup half full. And what I mean by that is, the cup is half full, how magnificent. We've actually got half a cup of water to drink, instead of looking at it half empty and thinking, oh, well, I've only got half a cup to drink. So if we can be grateful and learn the lessons from what's been going on, we can actually achieve greater things. And if we can all just take it as a learning, and that we are all perfect the way we are, regardless of what we have done beforehand, regardless of our character, of our conduct. We are all perfect the way we are, and we could all work on improving to become an even better person. So the review is really, really, really important, and it's one way of doing that. And one of the ways we can review too is through journaling. Journaling is such a powerful tool for getting down your gripes, the things you're anxious about, the things that you're worried about, how you can improve next time. So consider journaling as an important, powerful tool for moving forward as well. So I'll just run through a few things here that you could take away with you today. I have a book here that I wrote for teachers, an NLP book, and it is basically, it gives you some very basic NLP techniques that you can use in your business or your life. It says for teachers, but really it's for everyone. I have a PDF to go with that, 12 secrets to creating excellence in yourself, because excellence is all about having an excellent physiology. If you see people with slumped shoulders, head down, that takes their energy. So it's very important to keep your physiology up, keep your breathing up. So I talk about that in the PDF. And that's available at nlpessentials.com. Now, option 2 is a book, Adventures in Manifesting. And it talks about, there's a whole pile of authors in this book who have looked at ways to improve their health, and I'm one of the authors in the book. And they talk about the ways that they have been able to manifest what they want in life. And that also includes the 16 keys to manifesting, which is a shortened version of my 5 keys to success program. And so you can receive both the books and the PDFs today for $49, and it's available at the link there, New Life Solutions. And another offer that I'm offering you here today are the 2 books, Half an Hour Coaching and the 5 Keys to Super Inner Success, for $2.95. Now, normally I sell the 5 keys and the coaching for $2.95. I'm throwing in the 2 books as well today. Or you can have Getting into Flow consultation and talent assessment for $175. And they're all available at New Life Solutions today.
Awesome. Right. Thanks so much, Gaye. Did you have more? Sorry, I'm going to just cut you off for a second. We can cut this out. Did you want to keep going? Did you have more to go?
Not really. That was I didn't have my watch here, so I had no clue about.
No, that's okay. You're doing fine on time. I just wasn't sure if you still had more to go or not.
No. That's basically it. Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, they only had that one extra slide, so that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, no. I want you to say it. I just wasn't sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just finish this page then.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
Okay. So where to from here? You could sign up for a newsletter or buy the book or a package. And the other thing I would highly recommend is that you seek opportunities around you so that you can make a greater positive impact on the world, because as we all know, the world needs a lot of positivity at the moment, and the more people are willing to help themselves in order to be able to help others and the planet, the better off we will be. So thank you all for listening today.
Brilliant. Thanks, Gaye. Thanks so much for your time. And if you would like to find out more about Gaye or how to work with her or get more information, you simply go to newlifesolutions.com.au/contact and you will reach Gaye directly. So Gaye, thank you so much for your time today. Really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, Carrie.
Awesome.